Hello for those of you that are watching. So I'm doing this video today for a couple of reasons. Number one, for myself for future reference, because I've had a problem with it today, and it's going to be a reminder for myself as to what steps I took into solving the issues today. And secondly, I noticed online that there was next to no videos whatsoever to help guide me visually for the litter robot. So this particular litter robot is the Litter Robot 3 Connect, which means that it connects itself via Wi-Fi here, and I am able to monitor the robot via an app. So I'm able to see when the drawer is full and needs emptying, how many times the cat's used the litter box, etc, etc. I first noticed a problem this morning when I looked on the app, and it was telling me that the litter robot was actually not connected to Wi-Fi. So I looked online to find out, how to solve this issue, and it was recommended that the cycle and empty button is held together for 3 seconds or until the power button begins to flash blue. However, that was not solving the problem that I had. In fact, the cycle button had frozen, the empty button and the reset had all stopped working. One thing I did notice when I was trying to fiddle about with it was that the ready button, which is generally stable blue, was flashing blue. And we have a guest. Hello, this is one of my cats. So I downloaded a copy of these instructions here, and the blue flashing light indicated that the drawer was full, and to empty the drawer, install a new liner, press reset, just your standard maintenance of the actual robot. So to do this, as most of you probably already know, you just remove the drawer here. Obviously there was waste in the bottom at the time, isn't at the moment. So I emptied that, put a clean liner in, put it back, and then press the reset button. However, that wasn't the end of it. I then had the cycling button here, which is yellow, flashing. Now I don't mean it was, flashing, 1, 2, 3. I'm talking it was flash, 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 flash. It was going absolutely berserk. So again, I referred back to my quick reference guide, which indicated here that anti-pinch safety feature detects pinch condition. Now, if you're anything like me, you'd have looked at that and gone, what on earth is that? So, we had to turn off the unit, check the waste port in the base, remove any obstructions, turn the unit on, press the reset button and start again. But once I'd done that, it then went back to flashing blue, ready, problem again. And I was literally going back and forth, and I was struggling all day. So I then started to do a bit more research. I then discovered that there are sensors within inside the drawer. So if I pull this out again to show you, right down here, this green motherboard here is a sensor for the waste drawer. So whenever the waste gets too high or the bag is too high, it basically tells the robot and the app that you've got to empty the drawer. So I gave this a really, really good thorough clean, but I was still having a problem with it. And the only thing that kept springing out in the troubleshooting guide was the anti-pinch safety feature. And I was looking at pictures and all sorts, and I really could not work out where this, you know, anti-pinch safety feature was. So this is where I'm going to show you exactly where it is. So first of all, you have to remove the top part of the robot. There is clips here on both sides. So you push that in there, and then that lifts out on both sides. So I'm just going to pause the video a minute while I do that. Okay, so that's the hood removed. One thing I did notice on here was that the light here is obviously connected by metal terminals here. And again, all of these have to be clean in order for the robot to actually work. Second part is to remove the bonnet. Now this is really straightforward. It literally just lifts off. So I will go ahead and do that now. Okay, so there it is there. And there was no clips to undo for that one. It was just straight, simple lift up. So once I got inside the unit, I noticed that although I've only had it 2 months, there was litter all in here, and all of this had to be thoroughly cleaned out. I used a toothbrush for this, just to get into the, you know, right into the grooves there. And I was still struggling to find out where this anti-pinch safety feature was. So I'm just going to come over just over here on the left hand side. There is a button here which you can push in. Now you don't have this on this side, so that is a giveaway. Obviously you can see the sensor there that detects any litter for the tray. Okay, so you've got a rough idea where we are. So this is the place here that we're going to be looking at. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn this over, like so. So we're now obviously looking at this upside down, so this button is now going to be on our right hand side. Now again, it's really difficult to see unless you actually know where it is. And what this anti-pinch safety feature is down here, these 2 very small metals of arms. Or should I say arms of metal. So when I came down here, these, like I said, despite only having it a couple of months, they were covered in cat litter that had obviously dropped from the waste. So I had to try and clean this. Now, this is where I did find a YouTube video that said that right under the base here, you can undo the screws here and here, same on the other side, to give you easy access to this. However, I did not have the correct tools to do that, so I just had to do my best. And I used a cotton bud. This lifts out here. I'll show you now. Okay, I can't seem to do it single-handedly. But anyway, this here, these 2 arms here, they do actually slide up here. And then you can sort of get in with a cotton bud and clean it. And then once I'd done that, I then put the robot back together. So there we go, I've just turned it back over, and as you can see, it's flashing orange, but that is slowly flashing orange. It's what I had this afternoon was really, really quick. So I'm just going to put this back together now. Okay, so the bonnet is back on. One thing I thought I'd mention here as well is initially when I first done it, I failed to clip this in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So that's that back in there. Obviously it was important to me that I get it right this time because I struggled all morning with this. And I'm going to put the litter tray back in. And that is how I overcame that problem this afternoon. Like I said, it took me hours to figure it out. The actual base of the robot here, where the electronics are, I used a dry cloth, toothbrush, and cotton buds to try and get into there. The actual hood itself here, because there's no electronics on that, sorry, not the hood, the bonnet, because there's no electronics in that, I did actually put that in the bath and put the shower on it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you do have any problems again, especially with the anti-pinch safety feature, hopefully this video will help you, because there was nothing out there for me today. It was quite literally a battle. So I hope this is helpful.